we go!
This is the only morning show that matters. This is Cayman Crosstalk.
And we're back with Cayman Crosstalk, and in studios I have with me Miss Joan Brown. Miss Brown, it's always a thrill to talk with you and to have you here with us. And today is a wonderful day because you're not only just promoting your business, which is absolutely probably the cornerstone and the benchmark, in my opinion, to destination weddings or weddings within the Cayman Islands, but you also are going to be talking about your wedding promotion, your ultimate dream wedding winners as well today. And to me, that's very exciting because, that is a wonderful part of anyone's next chapter in their journey together. And you're probably, in essence, the epitome of the real great wedding planner that there is in Cayman Islands. And, people look on you, people pay attention to you, even your competitors. So that's a fact of life. So welcome and good morning, ma'am. How are you?
Thank you so much for having us. We're really happy, excited to be here, to be talking to everyone.
And next to you, I'm going to just go around the studio and I'm going to ask everyone to kind of introduce themselves. And then we go from there. So the listening audience who can hear and see all these great, wonderful people and the smiles in the studio. Sometimes I wish we were live on TV just to see,
I come in my pajamas a lot.
Yeah, you don't want to see her face. That's the only thing. We'll keep her on the background. So, but anyhow, I'll just go right around. Jade, good morning to you.
Hi, good morning. I'm Jade. I'm here with Celebrations and with my fiance. So we're a part of the Celebrations Win Your Dream Wedding, and we're just thankful to be here this morning.
I'm Cueme. I am the fiance, and I'm very grateful to be here at Celebrations this morning and just grateful to be here in general.
I think that's
Fantastic.
wonderful that Cueme knows his place. I am the fiance. That's it. That's all you have to say, buddy. After that, it's just agree. We've also got the beautiful Solange in. She is Miss Joanne, wedding planner. Solange, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Yes, I work with Miss Joanne Brown and Celebrations, and I'm going to be helping her with this beautiful wedding.
Now, we're here to talk about the contest winners, and that is Jade and Cueme, who won your ultimate kind of wedding, dream wedding, $5,000 CI package.
Yes, well, what this is all about was we thought we wanted to reach out to the local couples and put this contest out. Who would like to win a dream wedding? It was very, very well received, which we're really happy about.
I would imagine so, Miss Joanne. I'm going to say I was so proud of maybe 2 or 3 years ago in Canada, turned on, like the destination channel or, the travel channel, and had you guys were featured in a destination wedding in Little Cayman. That was phenomenal. I mean, you rivaled any company out of North America or Europe with how creative and beautiful you planned this wedding. And you just had to see the bride and her mother and, the groom, how pleased they were that it all came together as beautifully as it did.
That was an exceptional experience for us as well, to be chosen by the Knot, which is who we worked with. And I actually worked with the owner of the Knot, Carly Rooney. It was an exceptional experience and something we won't forget. And it was great because the challenge was doing this fantastic wedding on a secluded island somewhat. Mm-hmm. So, of course, everything had to be shipped in. We had to think about getting fresh flowers there when there's no refrigeration or freezers, really. So it was wonderful. And but we wanted to do it, and that was what it was all about.
But it also speaks highly of, for example, you did my wedding. I didn't have the kind of budget and lavishness that was handed there, but you still did it with so much care and so much love that I felt as if I had that kind of budget. You were there for every question, for every boutonniere, and for every, and for every what do you call them? Oh my goodness, I've forgotten the word. For every boutonniere and bouquet, for every, centerpiece, and for my arch, you answered every question, got right back to me. So I just wanted to thank you so much. I know that local weddings mean a lot to you.
They do mean so much to us, because the truth is that's where I started. And the truth is that, to me, it's not about the size of the wedding or the budget. It's about making people happy. It's about them having an experience that they'll never forget. For instance, we have a team of planners that make sure you feel that day is your day. So that's what planning is all about, right? It's about you just letting go on that day, enjoying the moments, not having to worry about anything. It's been thought through before. Somebody's handling it for you. And therefore, you really get to enjoy the day. It's stress-free, and that's our mantra too. Doesn't matter the size of the wedding. The budgets are really relevant to us. It's about making people happy.
And the thing is that you work with any budget.
I have. We're more than willing to.
And Solange is also here to speak about, because it's not just the flowers. I think people will think, oh, Celebrations just does the flowers. There's an entire,
production
litany of things that you guys do for the bride, for the groom, for the family, and in planning as well. Solange, can you tell us a little bit about the planning?
Yeah, of course. Basically, we are your backup, right? We know how important is this day for every single couple that we have. It doesn't matter if it's only a 2-people wedding or 300 people wedding, right? What we do is we talk with the couple. We make sure we get their vision. What are they looking for? What is the most important part for them? We work with them along the whole planning and coordination process. And our job is to make sure that once the day arrive, we make them happy and enjoy every single thing we plan for the last 6 months, 10 months, 2 years, whatever it is.
Yes. And we do plan weddings for many, sometimes it's 2 months, maybe sometimes we've done it in a day, right? So
Really?
it's possible.
Yeah.
We've done it a lot of time. People
Like cruise ship
visiting the
tourists?
islands, are here maybe for a holiday and decide to get married, and they call us and say, would it be possible? And it's so funny because we can tell overseas visitors that they can get married quicker than we can. Because if you are locally, if you're living here, you have to post your banns, and I think it's 3 weeks or whatever. But if you're a tourist here, you can get married within 24 hours.
Really?
Yes.
Just before sunset.
Just before
just
sunset. Yeah, I remember
before
that.
sunset.
I remember panicking. Yeah, about sunset. It won't be legal. It won't be legal. Now we have Jade and Cueme in studio. They are the very lucky winners of the $5,000 CI contest. Will you tell us a little bit about your love story? Because I did read it, and it is adorable, and no wonder you guys won. But I'm just wishing for the babies, because holy girl, you are cute. Okay, so tell us a little bit about your story and why Miss Joanne and Solange chose you.
Well, we met, as if you did read the story, a lot of people have said that it's brought tears to their eyes, but as long as they're happy tears, that's all that matters. And we met in high school about 8.5 years ago, and it was, if you read it, it was the start of a watch. He asked to try on my watch, and I kind of thought, well, this is a bit strange.
Good boy.
And sure, why not? Try it on, and so it kind of just went from there. Then he asked me to be his Valentine, and we did beach walks. He met my mom. We started dating. Then he went off to college, and I went off to college. So we did 4 years long distance, which was very tough. Especially at 18 years old, you want to experience your college life. You want to have fun. You want to go out. But we still remained in a relationship, even though it was very tough. Long fights. Friday nights, he would go out. I didn't want him to go out, or I would go out. He didn't want me to. So it was kind of back and forth for a while.
I was always supportive.
Eventually,
that typically happens even if you're together.
In the same city, right?
Absolutely. So nothing different. It's just more telephone calls.
Well, we had an excuse.
At least you could hang up on him.
And then eventually I went off and I transferred colleges. So I finished my bachelor's degree in Tampa, and he finished his bachelor's degree in Miami and then transferred with me to Tampa. So I finished off my last 2 years in college there, and we decided to, this was kind of our next step, so move in together, and the rest is history. Now we're engaged and soon to be Mrs. and Mr. Parker.
That's
Sounds
fantastic, brother.
I love that Mr. Parker remains quiet. Mr. Parker, you have the marriage thing down, sir.
He's had 8 years of experience.
Just smile and nod.
You're right, baby. You're right, honey. I love you.
I've had a lot of advice along the way, so smile and nod and cry later.
Now, can we ask Jade, what was your vision? How excited are you to win this $5,000 CI? Because that's huge. And what do you kind of going to use it towards? Do you already know, or have you already got it set up?
Well, to be honest, this has all been kind of a whirlwind experience. I applied right at the start, and I had a few friends kind of say, hey, you're getting married. Why don't you look into something like this? And in reality, I know you get people that win the lottery and people that win these prizes, and you think, they're
never me.
You're never going to make it. Are these real people? That type of thing. So I thought, well, you know what? There's nothing, what? Why not? You're not losing anything. So, we'll see. And when Joanne called me, I was sitting at my desk, so I was a bit unsure, like, why is Celebrations calling me? What have I done? What's going on?
It's not Valentine's Day.
Is it a birthday gift? If I missed something? And she called and I thought, no way. This can't be real. I didn't tell Cueme I applied. I didn't tell half of my friends I applied. So I thought, well, how am I going to break the news to people that didn't even know this existed? How do we do this? And it was funny because earlier that day we were talking about where we're going to have the wedding.
We're getting married?
Jeez, I haven't told anybody that either.
Well, this is news to me.
And I told everybody, and they thought, where do you start? What do you do now? I'm like, I have no idea. So I'm leaving it all up to Solange. I do have a vision, like every woman does, every young girl does. But now that it's actually coming up, I think, well, I actually have to pinpoint, because I would have absolutely everything. So
yes, that is very true. Very, very true.
Now it's time to sit down and pinpoint, what it is that we want and what it is that we'd like to see. And we're just completely over the moon.
I like that she says we and really means me.
Very true.
But it's good that you say we. I still say we too. Like, we picked that color for the kitchen. I picked the color for the kitchen. He applied it. There's a difference.
You can't even pick the color of the cummerbund, buddy. We got a caller online, Miss Joanne, and guys, I would love to get to that caller. Good morning, caller. You're on Cayman Crosstalk this morning with some wonderful people. What is on your mind? Hello. All right. I guess they hung up. But, I just want to give some advice before we go any further. After being married almost 20 years now, I've found out, and the best thing to do, seriously, is be best friends.
Well, it's pretty much how it started, so I think we're along that path. So
continue doing that. Be each other's best friend. And that to me, once you become best friends, then everything else follows. But she's always right.
Well, judging by the size of that ring, he's pretty right, too. Like, he knows what he got. Miss Joanne, let's talk about, because you have a second location now for people that may not know that.
Yes, we do have another location. Everybody thinks we're still located in the Mirco Center, but we've actually moved out of there, I think it's close to 3 years now. Mm-hmm. We're on Kingbird Drive, which is just past CUC, the headquarters of CUC. And it's a road on your right called Kingbird Drive. You go down there, and there's a big Kingbird Warehouse Park. And one of those buildings is actually, is Building C.
That entire
building.
That entire building, because there's so many things inside there that it's great for your mom's birthday or a friend that just purchased a house and you want to get them something really neat. It's not just flowers and weddings, and it's a beautiful boutique as well. Yes. But you also have a second location.
We also have a second location in Cayman Bay, a smaller location, but we're right beside the coffee shop. So we're there. We have lots of gifts in there, gift baskets, that type of thing, as well as fresh flowers in there. So we're easy to get to, and we're open Monday to Saturdays.
And what a lot of people don't realize is that Celebrations is not just a wedding destination. No. It's a special event destination. Yeah. Whatever's happening in your life, whether or not it's your anniversary, hopefully you go to Miss Joanne for your first anniversary and say, you know what, we marked it. And then 10, once you make it past 10, then everything is, you're like, all right, I think I got it down. But, Joanne, you are, in essence, the benchmark of party planning in the Cayman Islands. When everyone talks about it. In fact, you even, like Julie said, you had international people coming here and they go, who do I go to with one of the most beautiful destinations in the world to plan a wedding? They come straight to you in Celebrations.
Well, it's been a great journey for us because when I started in my living room making decor and for my kids. So it's kind of grown from there. But I knew I had a passion. I knew that. I mean, I was crazy enough to be trying to do that on the side, plus full-time work. And eventually my very kind and adoring husband said, listen, you're going to kill yourself, and I want a wife for a little bit longer.
Wow.
So you need to make a choice and do this. But I have to tell you, it was with like, who wants what I do? You know, it's a big chance to step from doing it for people you know, your family, your friends, to who's going to really want what I do.
I remember as a kid coming over to your house, and you would do the decorations for your daughter for I think she was in Miss Cinderella pageants and stuff.
And her Mandy's 16th birthday was one of my kind of kickoffs. You know,
and everyone
I enjoyed it.
I remember,
so much.
you know, all Mummy and all the friends were always like, "Oh, Joanne makes it, you know, puts us to shame when, you know, she's going to throw these things and, you know, for your communion, and we have to get." And so I really want to say you've done an amazing job, and it's been a wonderful journey for you. But to the other entries that also applied for this, because Jade and Cueme did win the $5,000 CI for their dream wedding, and that Solange is planning. God bless you. I don't know how you do it.
I'm excited, actually.
My wedding stressed me out so bad. I wish I had a wedding planner. Like, I was seriously considering, like where I was going to hide my, at that point, fiance's body when I killed him. He had one job, and he didn't do it. He had one job, and it was to pick up, you know, like, I think it was the shirts that the boys were wearing, because we got married on the beach, and it was the shirts that he and his brother and my brother were wearing. And the morning of, I'm getting my hair done, I get a phone call, and, you know, the person calls and says, I just want to know what time he's coming to, you know, to collect the shirts. And I thought, Sean, excuse me, I have to go murder someone. Will the color run if I don't get it done now? So please tell us the other entries. They're being rewarded by celebrations as well.
Yes. First, I want to thank everyone, all the couples. That was the hardest part of this job. There were so many, and they were all very good. It was really very heartwarming, wonderful to see all the young couples, some older, some younger. It was wonderful for the entries, and I want to thank them all. But we want for them not to think they're not winners, because we are offering a special reward to them, where if whatever they plan with us, regardless of what the size is, whether it's just flowers, whether they want us to set it up, the reception, the ceremony, whatever, they're going to be getting 15% off the entire job that we do for them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And we got a caller in line. We're going to go straight to that caller. Good morning, caller. You're on Cayman Crosstalk. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Woody.
Good morning, good morning. Thank you for your call.
I'm not going to. I don't have to say anything about celebrations because they are the best. We know that. But I heard you giving the gentleman a little bit of advice with your 20 years. You know, I think you should check Mrs. Joanne Brown, so find out how many decades she's been married, and I think she could give the lady some advice too.
Sure. Yep. Well, we're having issues with the headphones with Miss Joanne, but Miss Joanne, the caller, you can hear him now?
Yeah.
Caller, just to reiterate, maybe you can reiterate again. She can hear you now.
Yeah.
No, Joe, I was saying, I heard him giving advice to the gentleman, you know, with his 2 decades of marital experience.
Yeah.
I told him he should check you, how long you've been married, so that you can give the lady some
No, you're really making me feel old.
Oh, man, you're not old. You're ageless.
Oh, dear. Okay.
I moved from time to 21, and what has changed?
Well, I think the 42nd is coming up in September, if I remember right.
So long you're forgetting. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Miss Joanne is one of my. You always look at her and say, you know, I've never seen a man so lucky as her husband. I have a wife that can organize with business. Oh, man, come on. When it comes to business, she is there. She's on the button. She's always going. And I'm sure what she produces is very lovely, what I've seen of him. So, all the best.
Well, thank you very much, caller, for your kind words, and you have a wonderful day. But, you know, to that note, and to both of you on your next journey, the gentleman brought up a very good point, and it's something that I found as well, is partnership. And Ms. Brown can tell you that when you get into a relationship, whether or not it's business together. See, my wife, a lot of my friends can't understand. I see my wife up 24 hours a day because we, like John and Mike, they are business partners, share the same office and so forth. And they go, how the heck can you do that? You need an escape. But it's all about supporting each other and believing in each other and just being really good friends. And to me, I found that as key. And I'm as happy as I was from day one every year. And it gets better and better. And with kids, it makes it even much more greater. So that is my advice.
And the grandchildren, even better.
That can hold off a little
I'll
bit.
give you a few more years.
My 19-year-old, wait until you're about 40.
Oh, dear.
So again, Miss Joanne and Solange, all entries that entered for this contest
are eligible
for a 15% discount on any services that they get from Celebrations.
Yes.
Flowers, rentals, decor, planning, everything.
It's straight across the board. And really and truly, this is to reach out to our local brides because, as I said, there's a myth that we are too expensive, don't really want to do these weddings. That couldn't be anything further from the truth. That's where we started. Look at this incredible couple we have sitting with us this morning. I am so elated to be part of their wedding. Solange will be their planner, and I will have the lovely opportunity of designing with them the wedding of their dreams.
Well, before, and the ladies have been dominating this, and poor Cueme has been sitting there, and he just is like, he's shaking his head like, yeah. This is mine and your session now, brother. Because this is probably the only words you'll get in after you say, I do. That's about it. And it's like, yes, Mom.
All right, well, let's take over the session then.
Absolutely. Well, how has this experience been for you as the fiance and the groom and the husband to be? Is she involving you into the planning stage? Because obviously she wrote and got you entered without your knowledge. Probably told you you're getting married.
Well, the whole process has been great, to be honest. First started at the engagement, which was at Disney World. So kind of a little fairy tale part there. And then honestly after that, it was a little bit downhill with all the stress of planning. I'm like, Jade, this wedding, we don't even know when this is. And already you're stressed out about flowers and picking out this and that. And like, let's just try to just work out a budget. I'm an accountant, so I like budgets in Excel. So let's work out a budget. Let's look at Excel. Let's see what we can do, how we can save towards this. And then she sprung this on me that we have won this contest. And I mean, honestly,
and as an accountant, ching, 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 $5,000. Oh, I love you even more, baby. Keep the drive.
As an accountant, it was great. It was the best news I've ever heard, to be honest with you. Amazing.
We're so happy to hear that.
Now, do you guys have a date set now that you've gotten a $5,000 boost to your account for your wedding?
Well, we're looking at next year. We were thinking of December of next year. There's no specific date yet.
No, I just wanted to know so I can come and get cake.
And start a wonderful
We'll bring you a slice. We'll definitely bring you a slice.
Oh, I thank you. Now, like you said, you've heard that there's this kind of myth that you don't want to do local weddings, that you're too expensive, that But I can attest. I will swear on a stack of Bibles that when Wes and I got married. When Wes and I got married, it was shortly after Ivan. I think it was 2 years after Ivan. Yeah. So we were still kind of putting together our life, and when we got married, we were on a shoestring budget. We had to let a lot of family and friends know we love you, but we just can't have you at the wedding, which was very difficult to do. Yeah. And then I went to you and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to say, here's my budget for flowers, here's my budget for centerpieces, for the decor, what can you do for me? And what are you going to say? Nope, cut that out, forget that, no, you don't get. And you and your staff were just so accommodating, and you sat down and said, maybe not this, how about this? And your ideas were actually nicer than what I had planned, and it all fit in my budget.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're here for, right? We're here to realize that dream. or that vision. And no matter what that is, we will work. That's what our function is to really and truly make sure. And as you said, sometimes your vision, okay, the budget may not be there for it, but there may be that budget that you do have. We can make it work, and we can make it be what your vision is.
I'm going to tell you, you stretched pennies into copper wiring for me and used that copper wiring to make an arch because you guys were amazing.
And I actually have to say from our experience as planners, right, we get so many local brides coming in, like, very disappointed. Even before we start the meeting, they're like, I don't even know why I'm here. You know, this is what I want to do. And the truth is that we have an amazing warehouse where we own everything. And that is a huge help.
Yeah.
If you trust on our experience and production team, and we have amazing people working with us, that we're going to make it happen. You know, we don't have to pay any third party. We have everything. So you will tell me, you know what, these are the colors. This is my vision. I am very focused on flowers, but I'm not really picky on which flower. You just tell me what can we do in yellow and peach, right? And then our florists are amazing. They can create something original. We can make bouquets from whatever budget you have, right? So I think that's the problem that we have with locals. They think that if you don't have $20,000 in your pocket, you're not going to be able to do it. That's a lie. Because Miss Jo has an amazing warehouse. We have everything in-house. We can make it happen.
Yeah.
So you keep overhead down by passing on, you own it, so you can, that's amazing, you know, that's another reason to check out Celebrations. There are two locations. There's a Kingsbird Drive Industrial Park, right by CUC. There's a road right there.
On the right.
And Cayman Bay, please go in and check them out. If you're thinking about not just a wedding, but any real special occasion, go in or check them out at celebrationslimited.com. That's Celebrationslimited, Ltd.com, or by phone at 623-2044. That's 623-2044. Give them a call. Talk to Miss Joanne. Talk to Miss Solange and Solange, sorry. And
that's okay. I have many nicknames. Anyway.
Is that just call me whatever you like, just not late to dinner. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming in, and Cueme, best of luck, bud.
Thank you.
We want to make a reach out to all the potential couples that are out there. Come in and see us. We can make this happen for you. Please don't think that because we've been on TV, sometimes these things actually have negative effects. I want that to go away. I want them to know that we're here. We're a Caymanian-owned, operated company. My mother would be so proud of me sitting here this morning. She was from the BRAC. And I want everyone to know that we're here for the local couples. Yes, we do lots and lots of destination weddings, and we love doing those too, but we're more than happy to do local weddings. So come on, talk to us, and we will work with you.
And Jade and Cueme, the last words we leave with you guys.
We're ready just to get this wedding planned. Let's get on. Let's do it.
So you're going to follow us on Facebook, actually. We're going to be doing a lot of things on social media to following them through this incredible journey.
That's cool.
It's going to be really cool. And my incredible marketing team, Stavana and Karina, have done a wonderful job in bringing this all together, and I know they will continue.
Please check them out on Facebook, celebrationslimited.com. That's celebrationsltd.com, or give them a quick phone call at 623-2044. Please don't feel that you are out-budgeted by their amazing reputation. You are absolutely not. I can say that from experience. If you don't believe me, I'll talk to you off air at 943-1019. Thank you guys so much for coming in.
And before we go to commercial break, Cueme, last word, brother.
I just want to say thank you to Celebrations, the deepest thank you, and let's just get this wedding on the road.
Yay!
Fantastic. I'm so happy for you guys. All the best to you.